I might as well label this the 100% OG Unk certified episode, because we are back with, and I know, I mean, I paused because I'm sitting up here saying to myself, there's this part of sneaker culture that simply overlooks amazing silhouettes because they're not retro or the original versions. And that bike RM, the Nigel Sylvester led Jordan 4 remix, easily in the right colors, is the best shoe of the year because it's a much more comfortable version. Even though the bottom is still the 4, it's just a much more comfortable version of the shoe, meant for BMX riders. But in this color, in this canvas, suede canvas, silicone suede, almost like a kind of a rough. This thing looks great for $155, man, when all of the Jordan 4s are $210 up now. This shoe is amazing. But why am I saying this is the 100% OG Unk approved episode? Well, when I get to the close-up, you'll see why I said that. And then you'll be like, okay, yeah, he's right. This episode presents a shoe that I haven't had before, so this is the first time this shoe shows up. I'm going to do a separate video for it, but just for the sake of comparison, and it does have in the top of the box the Trunner. This is not the LX. This is the OS, and I'm getting to it, but I wanted to put this up. This midsole is the Jordan team, the Team Jordan shoe. It reminds me of the Team Jordan shoe that had the circle on the back with the bubble, and this is the same material, and I'm going to get back to this one. But yeah, it also reminds me of a Monarch. But when you sit this shoe with this one, if you're going to get your OG, your dad, your Unk, 2 pair of sneakers this fall, if you're going to get them 2 pair of sneakers, make it this color of the Jordan 4 RM, and make it this color of the Trunner OS. And I'm putting it back in the box because this video is coming up. But 155, 115, 115. I don't know what this cushion is, but when you put this shoe on, it feels great. And I'm not putting it on, so I know somebody's like, well, you shouldn't have mentioned it. But these are my videos, this is my channel. I enjoy you coming to watch this stuff, but I don't do a lot of on-foots. It's just not something that I do. I ain't that cool. I don't dress that cool. So, you know, I'm an Unk. What do you expect? I'm grumpy for no apparent reason. But the Jordan 4 RM, Nigel Sylvester, this model is perfect. And it comes with an additional set of like army green strings that matches the logo at the back. So when I get to the close-up, you'll get to see that Nike Air on the back of the shoe and how this silicone kind of rubberized cage has a ripstop look to it. I gotta get to the close-up, but what I'll do first is give you the details on it, and that's the Air Jordan 4 RM. And the color is Ironstone Medium Olive. The style code is FQ7939-022. $155. Definitely worth the price. People aren't buying them, so a lot of the older colorways that released over the last year, they're going on sale, so you can get them at a really good price. I don't think these shoes are going to make it to that kind of sale rack. The color, to release this in the fall, Jordan Brand's timing couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. So wait till I get to the close-up and you see this thing. It is really nice. Really nice. Get to that close-up right now. When you start to look at this shoe and you realize, those army green kind of laces, then you have the white laces here, kind of off-white laces. But when you look at this colorway, it's a fantastic option for this fall. Look at that heel. And then when you throw those shoestrings on there, man, I get it. I understand it's not the OG. I also recognize that, a lot of people are letting these kind of sit and go on sale. That 155 is a little bit of a steep price point for a Jordan that's not a retro, but that 155 on this colorway, I don't think this shoe is going to sit very long. I think then again, I take that back. You know what? They are going to sit. I love this canvas. I love this canvas, and then you scratch it. That's what I don't like. It gets those marks on the top of it. So I better stop scratching these because it did the same thing here. But I love the construction of this shoe with the suede, really super cushion. And that's because they're meant to be used for riding BMX. You know what I mean? So Nigel Sylvester's kind of model, this remix Jordan 4. But when you start looking at this shoe and you realize just how nice this color is, I do think that it is specifically, while Nike isn't marketing towards us, it's supposed to be for people that ride BMX. Man, when you get down to it, I love the tongue on this shoe, man. It's pause. The way the tongue looks on the shoe. I really like this model. And I do keep saying that there's some kind of way you have to connect the shoes to the OGs, the unks, the old heads, and sneaker culture, because we don't necessarily care about having the classic models anymore. We simply like a shoe to be comfortable and for it to be stylish. And this is one of those shoes that just nails every aspect of it. But that 155 is steep for an old head, and old heads are notoriously cheap. Notoriously cheap. So some of us aren't, but the majority of us are. I ain't gonna even front. But this is the RM version of the Jordan 4, and in this color for the fall. Nailed it. Jordan brand, nailed it. Nailed it. That's it. Wrap it up. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.